Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Live Math with Mr. C. Um, that glare is actually messing up my swag right now because it's making it hard to see the problems on the board. So I'm gonna turn off that light. One second. Got that glow in the dark swag. Okay, so the topic for right now is subtraction. And the very important question is, how do you know when to regroup? How do you know when to regroup and when not to regroup in subtraction? Now, most of my students, they're actually very good at one digit, two digit, and even three digit subtraction. They're very good at subtracting the numbers in themselves, but they always seem to mess up on the regrouping problems. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to demonstrate how to solve two-digit, three-digit subtraction problems, and I'm also going to answer the very important question: how do you know when to regroup? All right. As you see, I have a label for no regrouping here. So let me answer the very important question first. We regroup when there's a number on the bottom of the problem that's bigger than the number at the top. So you look at the tens place and the ones place. Two-digit numbers, really, you just need to look at the ones place, and you got to look, is the top number bigger than the bottom number? Now, if the top number is bigger than the bottom number, then we don't need to regroup. If the bottom number is bigger than the top number, then we do. So 5 minus 2, 5 is a bigger number than 2. So we do not need to regroup for this problem because there is a bigger number on the top. We can just do the basic subtraction. I want to move this a little close as possible here. Y'all can see it. So 5 minus 2, we always start by subtracting the digits all the way to the right. 5 minus 2 equals 3. And 4 minus 2 equals 2. Now, our answer is 23. Pretty simple, very easy there because we didn't need to regroup. Let me make that G loose boat. Now here, even though it's labeled, I'm going to check it and make sure that you all understand the difference between these two problems. 45 minus 29. So looking at the numbers in the ones place, now we know that we do need to regroup here because 9 is a bigger number than 5. The number on the bottom is bigger. Whenever the number on the bottom is bigger, that is when we need to regroup. Because if we start with 5, if we have 5 of something, we cannot take 9 away if we have 5 of something. So that's why we would always need to regroup when the bottom's bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 10 from the tens place and we're going to add it to the ones place. So the 4 in the tens place is going to become a 3. And the 5 in the ones place, we're going to add 10 to it. And it's going to become a 15. If you're not able to, in your head, be like, okay, I'm adding 10 to this number. What is 5 plus 10? Here's a simple trick. All you're doing is you're going to rewrite the number with a 1 in front of it. That's all it is. Just rewrite the number with a 1 in front of it. All right, so now we can actually go through with the with subtraction. Subtraction in ones place and the tens place. So 15 minus 9 is 6. And 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, if you're not able to do the one-digit subtraction in your head, two things. One, I would definitely work on that because you want to build up your math. You definitely want to build up your math fluency, especially by 3rd, 4th grade. You want to be able to fluently subtract and add one-digit numbers. But there is another strategy if you haven't gotten to the point where you've mastered that yet. What I would recommend in that situation is draw 15 circles, subtract 9 circles. and see if you can count how many are left. And for one of the problems, I'll show you what to do if you can't do the math in your head. But I really want to focus on the concept of regrouping here. If you're not able to do that in your head, I'm gonna save it for another video. But I'll do another video I will do another video on if you can't do the subtraction problems in your head. All right. Now I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna take the labels off for this next one. Before I erase, I accidentally wrote the wrong number in there. See, everybody make mistakes. So 15 minus 9 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 45 minus 29 is 16. So that is our answer there. Now I'm about to erase. Definitely recommend that you check over your work 2-3 times. I know this stuff in my sleep, and as you can see, I even make mistakes sometimes. Even though I know this stuff in my sleep, when I rush, I make mistakes when I rush, even though I know this stuff like the back of my hand. So definitely take your time and check your work over. So 2 more problems. I'm going to write now. We'll keep it at 2-digit for now. All right. So again, remember, we figure out if we need to regroup or not by looking in the ones place. For 2-digit subtraction, we're going to figure out whether we need to regroup or not by looking in the ones place and seeing if the bottom number is bigger. We regroup when the bottom number is bigger. If the bottom number is not bigger in any of the places, then we don't need to regroup. All right, so we have 2 is the top number, 8 is the bottom number. 8 is bigger, so we do need to regroup. If you have 2 of something, you can't take 8 away. So we regroup by taking a 10 from the tens place and adding it to the ones place. So the 5 is going to become a 4. And then the 2 is going to become a 12. So now let's do the subtraction. So doing the ones place. (12 minus 8 equals 4. And 4 minus 3 equals 1. Okay, 75 minus 63. So now first thing we do, I'm going to look at the ones place. I'm going to see if regrouping is needed. Anybody in the comments, tell me if regrouping is needed. Tell me if you think regrouping is needed and tell me why. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do that. 10 seconds. I'm going to make it 10 seconds. Okay. So you can subtract 3 from 5. 5 is bigger than 3. The top, looking at the 2 numbers, 5, you have 5 on the top, 3 on the bottom. 5 is bigger. So because the top number is bigger, we do not need to regroup. We only need to regroup when the bottom number is bigger. So we can just go right into the subtraction here. So 5 is bigger than 3. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. 7 minus 6 equals 1. And our answer is 12. All right. All right, I'm going to do another set of 2 problems now. All right, start with 85 minus 40. If you want to try these problems on your own, pause this video, work out the problems on your own, and unpause the video to see how you did. Give you a couple seconds to do that. Hit that pause button. All right. 85 minus 40. So again, for 2-digit subtraction, we won't get into 3 digits. I'll leave the 3 digits for another video, but we decide whether to regroup or not by looking at the ones place and seeing if the number on the bottom is bigger than the number on the top. If the number on the bottom is bigger than the number on the top, we need to regroup before we subtract. If the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom, then we do not need to regroup. So looking at these 2 numbers in the ones place, 5 minus 0, 5 is bigger than 0. So we do not need to regroup for this problem. We don't need to regroup. So 5 take away 0 is 5. 8 minus 4 is 4. Now 72 minus 39. You've got to look at the ones place. Make sure the number on the top is bigger. So 9 is bigger than 2. So the top number in this problem is smaller. So that means that we do need to regroup. Because again, if you have 2 of something, you can't take 9 away. So we're going to take a 10 from the tens place and add that to the ones place. So the 7 is going to become a 6, and the 2 is going to become a 12. And now from there, we can do our basic subtraction. So 12 minus 9 equals 3. 6 minus 3 also equals 3. So our answer is 33. All right, I'm going to do another set of 2. Another 2 subtraction problems. I'm going to try to make the numbers big so y'all can see. All right, here we go. Okay, 94 minus 47. So again, before we subtract, we look at the numbers in the ones place and we check to see if the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom. If the number on the bottom is bigger, that means that we need to regroup. So looking at the 2 numbers in the ones place, 4 minus 7, you can't subtract 7 if you only have 4. All right, the bottom number is bigger. 7 is bigger than 4, so we do need to regroup. We need to regroup for this one. So the 9 is going to become an 8. And the 4, since we're adding 10 to it, we're taking a 10 from the 10th place, is going to become a 14. 14 minus 7 equals 7. Eight minus 4 equals 4. 94 minus 47 equals 47. We got our answer there. All right, 64 minus 40. So now we're going to look at the two numbers in the ones place. Okay, 4 is bigger than 0. The top number is bigger, so that means that we do not need to regroup. We do not need to regroup for this one. We can go right into the subtraction. All right. So 4 take away 0 equals 4. 6 minus 4 equals 2. Got our answer there. One more set of problems, and then we're going to call it a stream. All right, last two problems. So 50 minus 39, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the numbers in the ones place and determine which number is bigger. Again, if the top is bigger, we do not need to regroup. If the bottom is bigger, we do need to regroup. So, in the ones place for 50 minus 39, the top number is 0, the bottom number is 9. 9 is bigger than 0. We can't have 0 of something and then take 9 away. So we do need to regroup for this one since the bottom number is bigger. So I'm going to take a 10 from the tens place. The 5 is going to become a 4. The 0 in the ones place is going to become a 10. Ten minus 9 equals 1. 4 minus 3 also equals 1. 85 minus 21. All right, same thing. Before we subtract, we check the numbers in the ones place, and we make sure that the top number is bigger, because if the bottom number is bigger, that's when we need to regroup. All right, so the top number is 5. The bottom number is 1. 5 is bigger than 1. Since the top number is bigger, we do not need to regroup. We do not need to regroup for this one because the top number is bigger, so we can just go right into the subtraction. All right, 5 minus 1 is 4. 8 minus 2 was 6. And our answer is 64. All right, that is my live stream. Some point I'm going to do another live stream with 3-digit subtraction and maybe 4-digit subtraction. But thank you all for tuning in.